I'm Kel, man.
And I'm Jake.
And you are kicking it with Kel and Jake. What's today's topic, man? What are we going to be talking about today?
Today, we're going to be talking about whether or not your past can be forgotten.
Your past be forgotten. Woo, Lord, bro.
That's heavy.
That's heavy, man. I don't know. Can your past be forgotten?
I don't think so. I think about my past every day.
I think it can. I mean, as far as like, it can be forgotten as far as like, I think with other people, as far as like what you've done to them. It may not though. Yeah. Because some people hold grudges.
Yeah.
And you don't want to really just completely forget about what a person done to you just because they may repeat it.
Yeah.
But I mean, you should be forgiven.
Yeah, well, people forgive, but they don't forget.
Actually, they don't forgive either.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Some people don't forgive.
What is something that happened in your past that you feel can't be forgotten?
Well, I have a few things, but oh man, should I talk about
what you talked about with me?
Okay.
Yeah, just talk about that.
Because this is probably gonna make her feel a little weird because we just like got back in contact. But
well, that's if she watch it.
Yeah,
she gotta watch it first.
Yeah, she may not be watching.
Yeah.
My first girlfriend. I'm not gonna say any names because I don't want to put her on blast like that. But I grew up with her brother. We used to skateboard together. She actually saw me skateboarding like across the street. She lived across the street from me. And she came, got on my skateboard. That's kind of how we met. And I haven't seen her in 12 years, 13 years. I haven't seen her since I was like 12, and I'm 26 now. She's 26 also. We're the same age. And basically, like, I ended up reuniting with her brother, and she just happened to be there. And I don't know how she was feeling, but I was looking at her and I just started, all these emotions and all these like feelings from when I was 12 came back to me. I haven't felt that in years. Like I haven't felt those emotions in years.
She was in love.
No, she really kind of was my first love, and I was real young. I didn't really know what to do with it. You know, she seemed like she was a lot like more sure of herself than I was at the time, and she dated around, I dated around, but we always just kind of stayed like real close. We were always real close. We had a close relationship. We were friends first, and then we also were attracted to each other.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and I just recently reunited with her and her family, and I saw her, and she still looks really good. Like I would say she looks even better now. But yeah, me and her dad like talked about it, like not to get weird or anything, but when I was like 12, he gave me the pass. Like
he gave that pass. Most pops don't give the pass. So if you give the pass, he really liked you.
No, he did. He looked at me like I was like one of his own kids, but not like in a weird way of like kid dating its own like.
Well, I wouldn't have gave you the pass.
Yeah, I know you would.
Not with my kid.
No, I know.
But I don't have any daughters, so I don't have that problem.
Yeah. But anyway, I saw her that day. It only took one day. I almost felt like I was 12 again. We went over old pictures of like her, like from back when I knew her and everything, and it brought back a whole bunch of like emotions, and it brought back a whole bunch of things. Like she couldn't really even make eye contact with me. And
oh wow.
Yeah, and it wasn't like she hated me.
Did she burn off on you?
No, she didn't burn off on me.
Oh, okay.
No, we just moved away. They moved.
No, I'm talking about burn off like when you got there.
No, she stayed and chilled.
Oh, she chilled a little bit. Okay.
She stayed and chilled. She just had something to do. She ended up leaving, but like I stayed like the whole day and had some beers with the family, you know, and
got drunk.
Caught back up. Yeah, we got super drunk. But yeah, man, like it was just cool seeing her. I haven't really thought about it or felt that in a long time, and I saw that, and I just realized like the past really, it can't be forgotten. Like,
oh, okay. Yeah. Well, as far as with me, if I could think of a situation, let me think. Because I have a lot of things that probably should be forgotten. Because I've had some weird nights. What I will say about this, and this is one that I will say that it actually changed my drinking habits. Not all the way fully, because I've done it again, and I flipped my car and stuff like that behind I was drinking. So I don't drink a lot anymore.
Yeah.
But I had a situation when I was a little bit younger with some friends, with my cousin and stuff like that, and we went out, and I wanted to prove how much of a drinker I was. I can knock it down, and I would never get drunk. Yeah. And we went to the movie theaters, and before what we would do, we would always have to sneak our drink in the movie theater. Mm-hmm. And I remember we went to the liquor store and we bought like this big old bottle of I think it was E&J, some cheap ass liquor. But we bought a gallon of it.
Yeah, back in the you want the brown or you want the clear?
Yeah. So we had a big old gallon of it, man. Yeah. It was like 6 or 7 of us, and we was all drinking it straight. Yeah. So man. So I had this big old I had a 32-ounce cup. Yeah. From like 7-Eleven or something, and we poured the whole cup up with just ice. Oh man. And it was just like, so I'm drinking on it. And so when we got into the movies, I'm steady drinking on it. I actually poured up again. And we was drinking on it.
Like a big gulp?
Big gulp.
Oh man.
And so I'm sitting here going to town. Yeah. But when we get into the car, the bottle was probably, and now mind you, I'm maybe 19 at the time. I know we're not supposed to have alcohol like that, being able to buy it, but a lot of the stores should let you buy it anyway. Mm-hmm. But the guy that was driving, I won't say his name or anything, he was sitting there like, anybody want this? And I was like, I do. Yeah. I was already drunk now, and I was like, I do. And he was like, no, man, you can't have it. This and this and looking at the bottle, it looked like it wasn't that much. Yeah. But it was such a big bottle that the little bit that was at the bottom was really a full cup. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So basically, I really didn't need it. Yeah. So I'm over here proving a point, like, yeah, I can kill it right now. And he was like, all right, go on, let's see if you kill it. So he gave it to me. And I just took the bottle and I killed it. And I was fine. And then we get home, and I was so drunk. We were sitting in my cousin's house, and I was just sitting there like, we were just staying, and I was like, oh my God, I'm out of it. Yeah. So I had to walk home. And I walked home in the alley. He told me when I left, he said I hit every fence on the way home trying to make it home. And then I finally made it to the crib, and I forgot everything. I got up that morning, and it was crazy because I woke up, I didn't have my clothes on, and I had a T-shirt on with throw up on it, with vomit on it, and I was like, "How did this get here?" But I'm fine. I must have been fine. It must have been fine.
I'm only naked with throw up on.
Yeah. So I'm saying. So what happened was we left. I mean, my other friend came over late on that day. We talked about it, and I was like, I don't know what happened. I mean, everything was great. And then my dad came to me later on that evening and told me what actually happened. Mm-hmm. He said, yeah, your brother and your mama had to pick you up off the toilet. You was all on the ground laying and vomiting and stuff like that. I'm like, really? He's like, and it was like he was so disappointed. And he even told me, said, I never got that drunk coming in my mother's house. Ever. And I felt so bad. So that's one of them things I just wanted to forget, you know. Yeah. And because I felt like I was so disappointed.
Well, technically you did forget because you didn't remember.
Man, I blacked out.
Yeah, you didn't remember what happened. So I guess you can forget the past.
You can. You can if you're drunk enough.
Yeah. That's a great point.
So that happened, and I do want to forget that, but you know. It's something that's a part of me that happened. Mm-hmm. And I should have learned from my mistakes then, but I didn't. I kept drinking like crazy, doing different things. Now, I never really came back in the house like that, but I still did dumb things. And just this last thing that happened where I flipped my mother's car from being drunk going home one night. And that was like a wake-up call because I actually got out the car unscathed. Mm-hmm. Now, I did have injuries afterwards, like, you know, your body had pain and stuff like that afterwards. But what I ended up doing, that really kind of changed my outlook on how I drink and stuff like that. So I guess things in your past can help you with your future stuff if you make it through. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it may not necessarily be such a bad thing to, like, forget, you know, like, or not forget, technically.
Yeah.
It's good to remember so you can fix it in the future.
Exactly. So, yeah, that's been our show. And I'm Kel.
And I'm Jake.
And you have been kicking it with Kel and Jake. Holla.